Peace, this is King Noble Black Supremacy. With this particular video, I want to expose the real agenda behind the deportation of illegal immigrants in America. What's the real reason? Why is Donald Trump really doing this? Because it doesn't really make sense as to why you would deport the working class, the hardworking, humble laborers, the cheap labor of this country that we're dependent on with agriculture and construction. Why would you deport them? Well, this is the real reason. The immigrants, the Mexican immigrants in America, are becoming too powerful. Even though they're silent, they're hardworking, they're humble, they don't flex too hard, they are becoming too powerful. For one, we're becoming too dependent on them, and they're taking over. They've been killing America with kindness. So the Mexicans are somewhat like the Jews. They're becoming a powerful force in this country. This is why you got Elon Musk throwing up Nazi hand gestures. And you see what has been likened to fascism and Hitler coming into power in Germany, because the Mexicans have become the new Jews. Not in the sense that they've brought all the negativity to Germany that the so-called Jews brought to Germany during Hitler's reign, but because they are coming into the same kind of power that many do not see. This is the Mexican cartels coming into financial power through criminal activity and corruption, and taking advantage of the corruption within this country in order to expand their networks. And just the Mexican community as a whole, they're gaining too much power, and the white man is afraid. He is intimidated, and he's trying to check them and put them in their place, because he do not want them to take over America, because they're silently and surely taking over the United States of America, and he is aware of it. And he can't sit by and let this happen. It's not xenophobia, because if it wasn't, he would never talk about making Mexico an American state. He would never do that. He would never talk about adding Mexico to America and turning the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. So he's not against Mexicans in a racist sense. It's a power issue that he's having. The cartels and the Mexicans have become too powerful in this country. You don't deport your laborers. You don't deport the working class. You don't deport slaves. You don't deport cheap labor. What's really going on? It's not just about deporting, working class Mexicans and innocent people that want to leave their country and seek asylum and escape the negative conditions that they lived under. There is a war on the overall Mexican community in America. There is a war on the cartels. A lot of the crimes, the heinous crimes that are committed by so-called illegal immigrants or Mexicans, are really terrorist acts on American soil. They're just not classified like that. They're not given that narrative. But there's been a secret war between white nationalists in America and the Mexican communities. Proof that it's just not about deporting Mexicans, because even after they deport them, they now want to go over into Mexico and send soldiers to fight the cartels. So there's a secret and silent war that has been going on, and they are scared of these Mexicans. They fear the Mexicans. That's why Trump is now opening up Guantanamo Bay with 30,000 beds to try to put Mexican criminals into them. Because you only put terrorists in Guantanamo Bay. It was used to house terrorists. Terrorists are those who create terror in the hearts and minds of others, meaning that those that are feared. So this is bigger than you think. They're at war. Mexicans have become powerful. And we do not want to, really look at that. We want to look at them, oh, they're innocent. They just want to work. They just want this. They have silently and secretly amassed large amounts of power in this country. And the white man now is pushing back. We're really on the cusp of a Mexican revolution in America. That's where we're at right now. These Mexicans outnumber white people. They're beginning to outnumber them and become the mass number. So this is what's happening. And now with everything that Trump is trying to do to fix the problem, what he considers to be a problem, is now going to cause Mexicans to become radicalized, to become militant, and now they're going to become enemy combatants within this country. So the problem is now going to get worse because some of them are waking up and they're going to be willing to fight over their place on American soil. They realized how the white man took this land from the Native American and indigenous people here, and he had to fight to do it. And they're going to realize that if they want to continue to stay here and live here, that they also are going to have to fight. So the real revolution is not coming from nuclear weapons from Putin or Iran or North Korea or China. The real war is going to be between these Mexicans and these Americans. And it's going to be a guerrilla warfare. It's going to be guerrilla warfare in this country. Mark my word that these Mexicans are going to become enemy combatants in this country. Just look at it. You got all of these forces coming together just to get a Mexican out of here. The FBI, the police department, Homeland Security. All of these government agencies are now working together, boots on the ground, just to get a Mexican up out of here. When you see this much organization and this much manpower, the problem must be major. It must be major. They're not just trying to get rid of your landscaper or the person working on your roof or the ones picking fruits, the gardener. This is just not about removing the person cutting your grass from America. It's bigger than that. Much bigger than that. Join www.kingnobleuncensored.com.